Welcome everybody to the Golden Quill Month, the writing event where not only your word count is important, but even more so, every part of your writing process. So world building, character development, story development, and basically everything in between. So why do we start the Golden Quill Month event? And who is we? Well, we is Dita, my moderator here on the channel, and my co-admin of the Fantasy Tavern on Discord, the Butt in Chair Kickstarter's author collaboration server. Not the Kickstarter platform, but just a kickstart to help you on your author journey, whether you're published or not. We really want to help people on their author journey and to help you succeed in everything. So why did we start the Golden Quill Month? Well, after this year's, let's say, affairs of NaNoWriMo about all the generative AI and their standpoint on it, and that combined with everything that's been going on the last few years about the allegedly misconduct of certain members of the organization of NaNoWriMo, plus our own feeling that NaNoWriMo in essence never really fit with our own writing program, with our own writing process. We decided to start our own writing event. And this is an event where so much more is front and center than only the word count. So that's why we started it. What is our intention with the Golden Quill Month? Our intention is to keep track of the progress of your entire process instead of only the word count. We want to celebrate all your progression. So your world building, hurdles you have tackled, hurdles you encountered. And we want to help other authors with hurdles and being a sparring partner about world building, about character development, about plot development, basically anything you can think about. Well, related to writing, of course. So that is our intention. Keep track of all that progress. I mean, it should all be celebrated. And that is what Dita and I feel is really important, to celebrate all those milestones that you reached. Now that you know what our intention is, how does it actually work? Well, the Golden Quill Month is an event that is not yearly, but we do it 4 times a year. The first being right now in November 2024. And after that, we continue in January, April, and September. And we start at the first day of the month, of course, in your time zone. And we end at the last day of the month, again in your time zone. We will start each event with a kickoff live stream on the first day of the month. And from there, I will do weekly live streams in the weekends, limited to 1 hour, either on a Saturday or a Sunday. This November 2024, I will do it every Saturday. And it is limited to 1 hour because I'm still dealing with post-COVID symptoms. So I really need to limit my time. And during that hour, I will be working on my manuscript on one hand and working on other things like maps and perhaps a bit of creature design. Because I have some creatures that I've already included in the world of Tergaenae, and they need a bit more design, so to speak. So that is what we'll do. And besides that, either Dita or I will post in the community tab on my channel a daily progression post. How can you participate? You can participate by joining the chats in the live stream, and of course doing anything you want during your writing process. So writing, world building, anything that's part of your writing process to get your story written. You can participate in the chats. You can just listen to the live streams, and you can also participate in the Discord channel, Discord server. My apologies. Where you can find, look for sparring partners, look for inspiration. We regularly post inspiration as well for character development and world building, basically everything. You can ask for advice in the Discord channel, Discord server. And of course, you can also comment in the live streams or comments here below in this video if you'd like some advice. And reach out through Blue Sky if those are your preferred methods. If you'd like to spar or to ask questions about certain things, you're welcome to do it all. Every event also has some rules. We have exactly 2 rules for this event. One is have fun. After all, writing is a challenge, but it is a fun challenge. And the other one, which I hinted at before already, is no use of generative AI. That is something that Dida and I have taken a firm stand on. Why? Because we believe that a story comes from within, from your heart. And story writing is art. And art is part of heart. But it is something that generative AI can't understand. It can regurgitate all kinds of things, bordering on plagiarism at times, but it can't understand how you feel something, and it can't understand what your voice is, your true voice from within. And that is why we take the stand that no generative AI is allowed in any way in this event. Of course, we won't lean over your shoulder and look exactly at look at what exactly you are doing, but we do ask you to follow those rules to participate in this event. It can be a challenge for you not to use generative AI in this event, and if you used generative AI before, I challenge you not to use it to write your story and to progress, or to make progress in the entire process of developing your story. Now, we also have a few rules for our community. The community being the Discord community and the community here on my YouTube channel. One very important rule is to be respectful to each other. Would say it speaks for itself, but it does mean that you don't talk people down. People may just not know things. It doesn't mean that they're stupid or whatever. Just help them if you can, and if you can't help them, then just say, I'm sorry, but I'm not the person to help you, to be able to help you. Another rule for our community is that everything that happens in the Discord stays in the Discord server. It is all confidential. And unless you, as the poster in the Discord channel, say that it is all right to bring that information out by someone else, everything stays in the Discord channel. And no one is allowed to bring out your story, your ideas in any way, unless you have explicitly given permission for that. And that also goes for me and for Dida. I mean, if I think that you've posted something that would be an excellent example, I will always ask first your permission to use it, to talk about it in a live stream or in a video. So I will never use it without your permission, I promise you that. And then the last thing is only constructive criticism is allowed. So no breaking down of your fellow authors. Sure, someone may have written something that doesn't speak to you, and for which you don't feel something. Then explain what it is you do or don't feel with it, how you interpret what they have written, but never say it is wrong. It is your opinion, but it doesn't mean that whatever this author has written, that it is factually wrong. Of course, there are possibilities where science and things like that show that it is actually factually wrong. But as for the works of an author, no. So only constructive criticism. if you decide to make a negative comment about someone else's work. If we find that any of our members do not adhere to these 3 community rules, we will kick you out. Why? Because we feel that the Discord server and the community here on YouTube should be safe places for fellow authors. So on the Discord server, you will be kicked. And on my YouTube channel, you will be banned if we find that you break these rules. Of course, we will listen to all sides of the stories, all sides of the story if there are multiple sides. If we see you posting things that don't have multiple sides of a story, but things are just harassing, then you will be kicked without listening to multiple stories. Because both the Discord server and the community here on YouTube are safe places for our fellow authors, both during this event and all the months around the event. So yeah, we wish you a lot of fun, and we're looking forward to seeing all your progressions and hearing about your stories and your worlds. And mind you, the Discord server, our Discord server, is a fantasy server, but it doesn't mean that non-fantasy writers aren't welcome. You are very welcome to join. Published or not, what is important for us is that you are willing to help other authors with your experience, with your knowledge, and to help each other grow. And I mean, you can have experience for decades not having published any books. That's okay. That's not something to look down upon. If you decide that you don't want to publish your books, but you have written a lot, well, that's perfectly fine. I mean, that is the joy and the beautiful thing about being an author. And remember, the moment you start to write and you work on whatever writing project you have, you are an author. So keep that in mind as well. We wish you a lot of fun. Bye-bye.